Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. I got that, got this. Okay, everything's looking good. Everything's looking good. I wait once. Hello, Massive. Welcome, man. Welcome, man. St. George, hello. Oh, guess what? We have an interview tomorrow at 8:45 a.m. Ooh, that's gonna be a rough one. That's gonna be a rough one. Also, the employer is very much gonna see my car. So, it's like a 50-50 that will get hired. I think they really want to hire me because I have a lot of driving experience. Most of my work experience is driving. So they really want to hire me, but if they see this car and they're posted and they like that the genocide is happening, or they like ICE, I think I might not get hired. So we'll find out tomorrow. 8:45 a.m. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna be busy tomorrow. Gosh darn. Hello, St. George. Hello, Stasio. Hello, kid. What's in? Bam Bam. Hello, welcome in, everybody. Stazen, hello. So, can you do a reading for me, please? But Deep Space Dog, hello, welcome in. Stazen, are you on my list by any chance? I can put you down on the list. But I am kind of going based off of who is already on my list and giving them a chance first before I do people that ask for a reading. I don't think you are. You're going to go on my list, though. If nobody else comes in, then I would more than happily do you a reading. Let me see. Let me put you down here. Yesterday was such a long work day. I worked till 10 p.m. Ever since I got off the stream, I worked till 10. Oh my gosh, that was a long work day. Yeah, because I'm broke and I'm on Friday, I'm gonna be fixing my car. So I need to work as much as I can to just be able to give all my money away. This is such a sad world we live in. It's such a sad world. Hello, St. James, welcome in. Bam Bam said, I hope you're having a great day today. It's an okay day. I'm just pretty tired because I worked so much yesterday. But we'll be fine. We're here. I got out of bed. Got an interview tomorrow. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to wake up so early. I am not used to that. Well, gotta get it done. Stazin said I was here a few times before. It was like first come first get a reading. Yeah, we changed it up a little bit. Things will always be changing, evolving in here, so you just gotta go with the flow. Gotta go with the flow. Yeah, look at this list, Stazin. Look at all these people on this list. Oh my gosh, and now we started the back. You're on the back side already. Oh my gosh, look at that list. Holy. And because so many people joined the channel. We used to be such a small little channel, and now there's so many people in here sitting in this room with me. Oh my gosh. This channel has grown a lot since just a few months ago. Holy. Hello, Calvin. Welcome in. Stasio said, oh no, what needs to be fixed on your car? I think it's somewhere in like my wheel area on the right side. When I turn, it makes like a sound, so it might be like I don't know, it might be something. I've gotten my bearing fixed before, but the car shop said it could be a lot of things, so hopefully it's not too expensive because the bearing was like $1,500. I don't know, it was really expensive. So hopefully, and I know it's been making sound sometimes here and there. So hopefully it's nothing serious. Just, I don't know. I'm kind of stressed out about it. Also, I think, well, I'm not sure. The car is driving fine, but there's like a squeaky sound when it's, when I press on the gas. I'll have to get that checked out. Not this time, though, because I've already put in so much money into this car, and it's only worth, like, probably, like, $2,500, $3,000, I don't know. But we gotta do what we gotta do. I haven't paid it off yet because I keep on adding to the loan because it keeps breaking down on me. And I trusted the people I bought. I wanted to believe in them so badly. I wanted to think that they were honest, but yeah, it's been breaking down ever since I bought it, time and time again. And I'm like, God damn, dude, I really never trust a small dealership. That's on facts. Even if you think the person is a good human, sometimes they just don't have the knowledge. Sometimes they just don't know what they're doing, really. Like, they might be a good human, but maybe they just are in the wrong business. I don't know. Which I'm really sad because the car shop ended up, the small business ended up closing after I complained about how many things were going wrong. So I think maybe they got some karma for that. Because there was a lot of people that were complaining about them selling bad cars. And then after I bought mine, and I was like, you guys, come on. Like, seriously, I'm putting in this much money. You said this car was absolutely fine. You said your mechanic checked it out. And, like, literally keeps on breaking down on me. So, they ended up shutting down their business. I kind of feel bad. But maybe it was for the best. Maybe they're just not meant to be in this industry if so many people were giving them bad reviews. I don't know. Maybe I'm helping them out in that aspect so that they don't sell more bad cars to people. I don't know. It's stressful. Cars are stressful. Especially this wood. Hello, Liam. Welcome in. You said you got this. Thank you. I know. Edward, we have an interview tomorrow. So depending on if they're for the cause, for standing up for humanity or not, will be hired or not. I think they really want to hire me. So we'll be a FedEx driver. At least I'm going to be get paid like either twice as much I get paid now or 3 times as much. So I definitely need this. It's a FedEx job. Calvin said, what kind of job? Just because I have so much driving experience, like, I don't want to, these jobs are just survival jobs. I want to eventually go back to school, get some education in, and, I'm not sure. I kind of do want to have my public platform be successful, and maybe get hired to events, maybe read, at events, but I definitely need more experience. I need more time to kind of study the deck, study tarot before I actually get into that. Like, I guess I do a pretty good job, but just for myself, I want to know more knowledge and be more knowledgeable before actually having anybody pay me to do this stuff in a way. Because I want to do a good job. I would feel terrible if somebody asked me a question about astrology and I'm like, yeah, I've never actually studied it, and I would feel terrible. So before I get hired to events or even like try to get my name out there to get hired for events, I need to do some studying. Probably take some courses and whatever. But that's all down the line. I am very financially unstable right now. The current job is just not sustainable for me. Let me welcome and vice versa, then we'll find somebody to do a reading for. Stazin, you might get one, or somebody off the list. You might have to come in next time, depending on if anybody from the list is in here. Source, I welcome and accept you into every cell of this live, every cell of this channel, every cell of the interactions we will be having today. I thank you for your presence. May you lead and guide the messages. Let's read the truth, the part of the message that is going to help the travelers gain knowledge of themselves, knowledge of the universe, and their connection to all of it. Thank you, and I very much appreciate it. Hello, Daniel. Welcome in. Sasio said steering column. Yeah, they said it might be like the thing that holds it, like actually steers it. I think I got that changed out too. I'm pretty sure I got that fixed. Whatever the bar is where like it spins the wheels and it holds the wheels there, I think I got that switched out too because mine was like loose. It was moving back and forth. And then they said it might be the ball joint. But they said the ball joint, their fingers crossed it is because that would be the cheapest thing to fix rather than the steering rack or the bearing or whatever else it could be. I've always kind of wanted to get knowledge about cars because I do like cars. Stick shifts are pretty fun. I grew up on them. I also like motorcycles and bikes. I've had dirt bikes and street bikes. I think they're really fun, but I would only do that for fun. I would really only gain knowledge for fun so that I don't really need to take it into the shop. I would just gain it for myself. I definitely don't want to work as a mechanic. That's too hard. That's not my thing. I don't want to do that. But I am interested in it. There's so much things I'm interested in, but it's just like the time to go back to school. I just don't have it right now, nor the money. But one day we'll take classes in everything I'm interested in. I'm very excited. Hello, Daniel. How am I doing today? I'm doing okay. I have an interview tomorrow. Very excited. Hopefully we get the job. Oh, Liam said, at least you have wheels. Somebody stole mine recently. Oh my gosh. Well, hey, my wheels are like the cheapest ones with like, they're like a full black with the little holes in them. I have those wheels, the ones that you have to put like the little cover onto. So ain't nobody stealing my wheels. Honestly, nobody wants them. They're getting rusty and everything. I'm gonna keep them. I was really excited to work on the cosmetics of this car and like make it cute. But then everything started breaking down. I'm like, oh, now I'm just spending all my money on fixing it actually and having it actually run. So yeah, things just went downhill after I bought this car. I've been struggling ever since, really. Struggling ever since. Well, I've been really struggling ever since my divorce. That I didn't work for a few years after that because I really committed for life and they really fucked me over. So that was emotionally taxing. I had a really hard time dealing with that. But I am grateful that the universe protected me. The person was awful. They were a terrible human. And I was refusing to see it. I can't believe it, Liam. Hopefully you get new wheels. Holy crap, somebody stole your wheels. I'm sorry about that. What the heck? Hello, Liberation. You said you're weird and I love that about you. Thanks, buddy. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. I love being weird. It's fun. I'm always laughing at myself for being weird. Let's see here. Hello, Minimo. Stan said education is important. I agree. Some people can really educate themselves, but I'm not like that. My brain doesn't work like that. I need somebody holding me accountable for me to actually study and actually show up and do that. But some people can study on their own. And you guys are impressive. If your brain is able to do that, you're impressive. You know that because not everybody out here can do that. Some people actually have to go to school just to be able to study. But Stazin, you are the first one asking, and I don't see anybody from the list yet. Let's start off with your reading. And then when people start coming in, they could get one after yours. So let's start with Stazin's reading. Just because you did come in early and you were aware of the list yet, so let's just get that. Let's get yours started. Stasio said that's good. Yes, the joints are cheaper and that's a good person. Seems good then. Yeah, the shop that I go to, they accept my car. They don't try to scam me because I'm very pro-Palestinian and they also support Palestine. So I found a good shop. The shop that I first went to that got recommended by the car dealership, I don't think they liked me. I don't think they liked me. But also, it's a lot of people are afraid. This shop is impressive. The fact that they're even accepting working on my car, knowing that they could get hatred for that, I'm really grateful for them. They always make things. They always reassure me. They're good people. Okay, let me look. Actually, let me say my stuff first. Wait, everybody, I'm very talkative today. Holy. Okay, let's say my stuff and then we'll get going. First thing, free Palestine, never a ceasefire. Keep talking about it. Don't let these people die and suffer on their own. Geez, is Fuck You Real is now selling that land and having white settlers come and live there instead of the indigenous that were residing there. No, they've been doing that since 1948. Somebody needs to beat these people up. Anybody gonna fly over there and beat them up with me? If only. We'll like Rachel Corrie. She got run over by a fucking bulldozer for standing against them. An American citizen. She was protesting in like the early 2000s, and they ran over her while she was alive with the bulldozer. That's how fucked up Fuck You Real is. And the US government didn't do shit about it. They didn't do fucking shit about it. Having an American citizen be literally squashed alive by a fucking bulldozer and you guys won't do shit? That's how fucked up the US government is. That's how fucked up they are. So, free Palestine. We will always choose death over silence any day, every day. Death over silence is my motto here. I have a few links for Palestinian creators in my Instagram bio. If you don't know who to support, if you ever feel pulled to, there's one for Rhonda. She is actually starting up her own business from Gaza. So I'm very proud of her. Her first launch sold out. That's so cool. I'm so proud of her. So if you ever want to support her, that'd be a good person to support. Then there's a second link for Yusuf. They go by Joe or Yusuf. I'm not sure which one. They actually survived getting bombed 3 times. Like where they were in the rebel, they survived all 3 times, and then they evacuated to Egypt. And now they're Egypt. I don't know. They're not allowing them to work or provide for themselves or have any sort of like financial stability. So they're trying to save up to either move out of Egypt and or like get documentation so that they can actually start providing for themselves. So those 2 links would be good links to donate to. Moving on to Free Sudan. There's a really big displacement going on in there where civilians have been forced out of their homes. They're now living in like makeshift shelters. Also, they don't have enough food to survive. They don't have just basic daily necessities. So if you ever want to help anybody, Sudanese people would be really good people to help and donate to and or just support. I'm not sure. I haven't put any links in my bio, but I'll try to find some and put them in there because I know that it is hard to find actual legit links to donate to. What I did was just follow everybody talking about, like with Palestine. I followed every account, every Palestinian account, anybody talking about it, and eventually I found ones that I knew were legit. So if you want to try to find your own, just do that with Sudan as well. And I'm sure that you're going to find creators that are actually giving you legit links that will actually help Sudanese people. Also, I'm going to add in Free Congo. I'm not sure what's going on in Congo. I'm not knowledgeable at all about that. Nor have I really seen anybody talking about Congo. But I know that there's suffering going on in Congo as well. Like in mass numbers. I don't know if it's like it's being called a genocide as well. I'm not sure, but I will be adding that in from here on out. I'll try to I'll try to find out more information what's going on there so I can let you guys know. Then moving on to fuck ICE, abolish ICE, flip, there's literal children sitting behind bars right now. Instead of this government giving them a good education and being a good example and showing them what a good human should be like, they're forcing them into fucking prisons just for being an immigrant, just for being born somewhere else than here, or having their parents be born somewhere else than in this little boundary line of goddamn whatever the hell that is. That's human made. Literally, the borders are human made. Flip, but it's ridiculous. And instead of loving people that are coming here, this government is just hating them. I flip, but whew. So fuck ICE, abolish ICE. If you have the ability to if you know that you can bring people together, if you have the ability to I can't get my words out today. I'm sorry. I'm struggling saying this whole thing today. I'm sorry. But if you have any ability or any skill set in bringing people together, I would very much encourage you to use it for these things, use it for these causes where lots of people are suffering. Don't let them suffer on their own. I know with ICE that there's a lot of immigrants that were going through the legal processes of becoming a citizen, but because it's so expensive, and they haven't been able to fully go through the whole process, ICE agents actually threatened them and were threatening them to the point and making them scared that these people actually said, okay, I don't want to do this anymore, and they actually went back to whatever home country that they came from because of threats. Like, come on, are you fucking kidding me? These people were trying to become citizens the right way, and you're gonna fucking threaten them out of it? That's so fucked up. Okay, let's see. Anything else that I want to say? I think that's where I'm going to leave it off today. I'm struggling getting words out today. Okay, let's see here. We're going to start with Stazin's reading. Liam said, "Well, you get a sweet FedEx van if you get the job." Yes, I'll be your local FedEx driver. Yeah, for a while until I can figure things out. Night Skywatcher, hello. You said, "May you earn a lot of money and stability." Thank you. I appreciate that. Hello, Cavish. Hello, Johnny. Let me say hello to you guys, and then we're gonna start with Stazin's reading. You said, "I'll do a general reading, mainly focused on my love life, please." Okay, we'll see what comes out. Hello, Mac. Sling your finger, hello, welcome in here. Hello, Standard. Humbled, hello. Jabba, Ronnie. Trey, hello, welcome in. Wizard of Oz, Larry. Sherry, hello. Okay, let's start with Stazin's reading. Source, I welcome and accept you to every cell of this reading. May lead and guide the messages. Let me restart. Jeez. Source, I welcome and accept you to every cell of this reading for Stazin. May you lead and guide the messages and let them know what you would like them to hear today. Thank you, and I very much appreciate it. Alrighty, let's get started. Hello, Sherry. Welcome in here. That was a mess. My beginning message today was a mess. I was all over the place. I apologize, everybody. Might not have as much sleep as I maybe require, but it's okay. We'll get through this. Okay, focused on a general reading, but more your love life. Let's see what comes out. Maybe we'll focus in on your energy in your love life. Maybe we're going to focus on external energies. We have the Three of Pentacles and the Four of Cups. And the Magician on the bottom. I do feel like you're probably... Let me pull a few more cards. But it does seem like you're probably still pretty stuck on things that happened in your past. You are trying to work through them, but I don't know if, like, you're fully ready to move forward. But let's see. I'll see some I'll get some clarifiers. Another set of cards. You are trying to work through it. I think maybe you're still trying to heal or process what happened in the past connection or your past connection. Or just in past connections in general. You may have had 3 past connections or 3 like serious relationships where you really you thought that they would work out, but also maybe you are kind of like dating around, but you haven't really found anybody to fully be serious with. Because of past like tries, or because you tried in the past to be serious with people, but for some reason it just didn't work out. This card, no, it didn't. It went sideways, but it didn't come out. This one, we have the 8 of Swords and the 7 of Wands. And we have the 6 of Cups. I want to say you almost have like a savior complex where like you probably get into relationships with people that aren't ready to love anybody because you want to be like a positive influence upon them. But that's where kind of the disconnect happens. 8 of Swords, the 7 of Wands. It's like you almost like try to defend people. Maybe like you connect to people that are like explaining to you the struggles that they're going through, or like what people are taking them through. But these people are not ready to heal. They're not ready to grow in a way. They're very much still stuck. Like the quote that comes to my mind is that you can't get anybody to change. The person actually has to decide to take those steps on their own. Also, I kind of feel like you're still thinking back on past situations, and I don't think that you're not figuring out what went wrong. Like, I still feel like you're thinking back, and you don't know what happened necessarily. Like, you know it didn't work out, but I don't think you're able to put your finger on why. Because you probably really cared about these people. Especially with the 8 of Swords, the 7 of Wands. I feel like you really care about people. And it almost like, I want to say, probably, like, when you do get into these types of relationships, it does give you, like, a sense of purpose. Where, like, you're defending your loved one, or you're defending the person, or, like, you're fighting for them in a way. But I think maybe that's where the disconnect happens. Is like, these people are not ready to actually love you. They're not in a place where they're able to love anybody, because they're still very much stuck within their own mind of and like what's happening in their mental internal world. They're still very much going through mental struggles, especially regarding, I think, maybe like confidence and just seeing their self-worth. And like, this is like self-sabotage. The 8 of Swords card is self-sabotage. So it's like, if they're sabotaging their own life, there's no way that they would be able to help anybody else like build their life up. where like I do see that you want to work with somebody to build like a solid foundation. I think it's really realizing like instead of wanting to save somebody, you should be looking for people that are already ready to love you. And I do realize that a lot of people are still not healed. A lot of people are still stuck in this energy. A lot of people haven't been really able to like find their self-worth, their self-confidence. And let me put some clarifiers here. What is this Three of Pentacles, the Four of Cups? So it's not like, I don't want to say it's necessarily your fault, but at the same time it is. Because maybe you it's that want in you to want to help somebody, to want to make somebody's life better, that kind of gets you stuck in these situations. And like, I want to say maybe you struggle with some self-worth as well, where like maybe you don't understand how worthy you are of love, or you maybe you don't because again I feel like you deal with a lot, especially in connections. Like you're not gonna tell somebody hold on, let me think, let me just be quiet for a second. Let me pull some clarifiers for the Three of Pentacles, the Four of Cups. We have the Judgment. I do want to say, I feel like you are ready for love, the Four of Cups especially. Like, you are ready to love somebody, whereas you, again, get stuck overextending your love to people that are not ready to receive it and feed back into you. And I want to say that there is probably, like, you have good opportunities around you, but it's more like accepting that you don't need to save a compatible partner. Like, you're not going to need to save them. Somebody who is ready to love you is not going to need saving. They're really just going to want to feed into you and love you. Like, you can still, like, be there and protect them from the world, or from, like if they ever need defending from maybe, like, toxic masculines, or like stand up for them maybe against like family or friends, but it's not gonna be trying to save them from their like self-sorrow or their mental anguish, as like especially directed towards themselves and their life. And it does seem like, again, you probably found yourself in a situation where you were always constantly trying to keep the relationship together. And whereas the other person kept self-sabotaging, kept on, like, not having self-worth, and maybe kept telling you, hey, I don't deserve this, like, I don't think I'm good enough, or maybe they didn't even say that, but they kept on pulling back from you. And it had everything to do with what they were going through mentally and how they perceived themselves. Again, self-sabotaging patterns, especially thought patterns. I don't want to, again, I want to say this again. You were not necessarily at fault for why these connections went bad. Because I do feel like you were putting in the work. You were truly doing what it takes to have a good connection. But again, a good connection goes both ways. It's both parties putting in the effort, putting in the work. And really, like, again, these people, it feels like, again, they were stuck so much in their head that they never really even considering who you are as a human, or getting to know like how you need to be loved, because they haven't even learned how to love themselves. They haven't even learned how to, like, yes, they may have clung on to you for like reassurance, or they were like codependent because somebody was showing them attention. Let me pull a clarifier for the Eight of Swords, the Seven of Wands. The Four of Cups, again, I feel like maybe like, let me see. Let me pull a clarifier before you say anything. I start sentences way before I've processed what I'm gonna say. I do notice that. I need to work on that. We have the Seven of Cups, clarifying the Seven of Wands and the Eight of Swords. You may. I do want to say I'm sorry that you had to go through this, but maybe you've even gotten like cheated on before, or you know that these people ended up like maybe a few of them decided to choose somebody else over you. But I will say it wasn't because of anything that you did. It was really because these people were searching for like validation. They weren't looking to like have anybody stable there. They were looking for who would give them the best type of validation, or like maybe like the best feeling validation, or who would like because again, these people were not looking to love somebody. They were not looking to give back to somebody. I feel like a lot of the people that you were in a relationship with always just wanted to take. They were never feeding back into the connection. But it's not your fault. It's because these people have a void inside of them. They had a void. It's like they were very much in negative energy. And negative, it's just like subtraction. There was never like positive things. These people weren't able to see anything to be grateful for, or like, obviously, like, you may, like, it's obvious, a magician, it's like you fell for them because of, again, them clinging on to you. You thought that it was, them, like, maybe wanting a commitment, but it was really just clinging on to your validation in the world. And I want to say that again, since we are doing a love reading, I can tell you kind of like I am connecting to somebody right now, and I haven't connected to anybody in a long time. And I've set a boundary with them. I said I'm not even gonna consider dating you until we reach like 6 months of talking. And also I have set a boundary of no physical connection, because to me that's a distraction, because a lot of people end up jumping into a connection because of pleasure, like how good the relationship makes them feel, and I don't want that. I want to get to know this person for who they are and see if both of us have the skill sets to love each other the way that we need to be loved. So maybe that's some advice that you need to hear is the person that is going to be for you is not going to get bored of you. Like, just because you set a boundary of like no physical connection or not dating them for 6 months, the person that is for you is gonna put in the effort in that time period. Regardless if you guys are a couple, or regardless if you guys have a physical connection going. And the people that are not for you are gonna get bored, and they're gonna be like, okay, yeah, I can't get what I want from them, I'm leaving. So maybe that's like advice that maybe you need to hear. That's how I'm doing things right now. Because I really want to make sure that me and this person are going to be compatible in the long term. I'm not jumping into nothing just because maybe I had attraction, or just because like I'm getting something from them. Like I want to say that probably these people jumped into these connections really fast. You guys may have jumped into physical connections or dating really fast, or maybe you guys like said I love you really fast. That is a red flag to me, honestly, because you really have to find out compatibility before even moving to the next step. I think that's of great importance here. Hold on, let me read your comments, see what you're saying. Stasin said, true, I had some encounters like that. At first, my past exes came to me, but at the end, it didn't work, and I still don't understand what went wrong. And then Stasin also said, but my main question is, if those girls aren't ready for it, why do they always keep approaching me, proposing, and asking me out? Now, let's see. I did see you said something else. You said, not all my past relations were ended by me. I might be wrong, but as far as I know, I didn't get cheated on, or they chose somebody else because I chose myself, as I wasn't feeling that attention as before. Maybe I'll read these cards differently then. With that feedback, I might read this a little bit differently. Thank you for the feedback. I do appreciate it. With you saying that, I'm actually gonna read this a little bit differently. Okay, so it wasn't them leaving, it was you leaving, huh? Because it felt like you constantly needed to fight for their attention, instead of, like, fight to keep them around. But again, these people are very much stuck in their heads. I feel like a lot of the people that you connected to were very much self-sabotaging. So instead of how I read them, I guess you were more in the negative energy of looking for somebody else rather than working through the connection. Because if you're expecting it to stay butterflies and rainbows the whole time, that's not how it works. Like, me and this person that I'm connecting to, we already had an argument. Like, before I'm even considering dating them, we've already argued. Like, we're already past the butterflies and the rainbows before I even consider dating them. Maybe you're struggling of accepting that a relationship again is, but you said they wouldn't come to you? Hold on, let me see here. So when you have to also, like, since you're questioning why they kind of pulled back, I want to say that again. I'm switching the energy. I'm putting you more in the negative energy, being in the wrong now, instead of them, with that feedback. Well, I will say that, especially when somebody is self-sabotaging or has negative patterns about themselves, negative thought patterns, they're probably going to be waiting for you to kind of, like, prove to them that you are willing, that you do want them, which obviously you didn't want these people. So maybe it is a good thing that you disconnected. Because if you weren't willing to fight for any of these people, then they deserve better. They deserve for somebody to kind of understand what they're going through mentally and, like, really get to know who the person is as an individual before needing any sort of validation or needing that person to do anything for them. So I just don't think that you found anybody that you're willing to take those steps for. I don't think that any of the people you've connected to, you were willing to take that extra step to make sure that they knew that you were gonna stay and you were gonna work through everything together. Again, you disconnected from all of them, so you were very much not willing to work through the tough times with any of them. So maybe this is on you a little bit. It's like finding somebody that you are, before connecting to anybody, like figure out, again, compatibility, and find out if you're going to be willing to take those extra steps and put in that hard work that's going to be necessary to like work through hard times together. Like the person, I've said some mean things to them because, again, I am very picky about who I connect to. And I said some pretty mean things to them, but we talked it through. We sat on the phone for like 3 hours. And for like the first 2 hours, I was kind of just being mean. And they kept on like talking it through, like telling me their perspective. And by the end of it, I kind of came around. Like maybe I was like triggered in the moment. And, but they stuck around. They talked me through everything. They really they weren't like, oh, fuck you, bitch, you just said that to me, fuck you, bitch. No, they literally sat through it. They considered what I was saying, but then they also listened out to why I was saying those things before just being like, okay, bye, I'm done with this. Like the person that I'm connecting to really does like talk through things instead of just running. Like they're willing to go through what the effort that it takes to build a good connection. So maybe you're not perfect here. I'm just gonna say that. Let me see, do I have anything else to say? Stazen said, wait, I'll explain what happened in a simple way. Okay, I'll wait for you to explain. Do I want to pull clarifiers for anything in here? I feel like, again, you're kind of waiting for somebody to be perfection, but connections are never going to be perfection. It's literally deciding who you're willing to kind of go through the rocky things together with. It's really finding somebody that, again, you work well with, and then going through all the hardships together. That is what makes a good connection. A good connection is never perfect. Ever. Ever, 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 ever. It's not gonna be butterflies and rainbows all the time. Absolutely not. That is not a good connection. I do feel like, again, you're very much willing to grow and evolve as well. It's not like you're not seeing that you're perfect. I don't feel like you think you're a perfect human. I think that with the Three of Pentacles, the Judgment, I do feel like you're willing to grow and evolve and like see your mistakes as well in connections, which is a good thing. Let me see. Stazen said, at first my exes came and always are there, be surrounding me 24/7. And after that, when we get together, at first it feels good and I feel connection from both sides. And then I know how to respect their privacy and time. I'm mature enough to wait and work on our relationship as before. I get in a relationship with someone, I get to know them fully. But as time goes, they start getting too aggressive on me, kind of like who you're talking to, and all being too possessive every time. And I always try to reason with them about personal space. Again, it's very much insecurities. But also, I do feel like, again, going back to the point where you haven't been connecting with people that are in a healthy headspace. Like, I don't think that either of you guys are it's like both parties are at fault here. I really much feel like, again, you're not perfect here and they're not perfect here. It's like really, like, being able to communicate. Like, you have to be willing to let these people know that, hey, you just crossed my boundary. And the right person is going to respect that boundary. Be like, hey, I don't appreciate when you're trying to be possessive, or I don't appreciate when you're trying to, like, get me to do this or do that, or change me as a human. Like, it's all about communication. You have to be willing to tell the other party how you're feeling. And if it is a compatible person, they are very much going to be willing to listen out and kind of like respect you as a human. Because every human has different boundaries. We all have different things that need to be respected. Not everybody has boundaries either. Like, some people don't really mind how somebody is acting, but others really do mind, which you are somebody who does maybe you like more freedom. And it's like really just setting that boundary with them. I feel like, Stassen, you just haven't found somebody compatible. Somebody who is, again, willing to listen out to your perspective of things, and also have you listen out to their perspective. I feel like maybe communication is definitely, like, something that needs to be worked on here. Like, allowing yourself to communicate, but also, again, I don't think that you found somebody compatible yet. Let me put these cards back. I want to see what else comes out. Well, you'll get there. I know it someday. Let me see. Yeah, this is why I don't date. This is why I'm like, yeah, I'm not even gonna consider dating you for 6 months. The heck? There's so much that goes into it. It's ridiculous. And people get attached. And then they think that they own you. That's why I don't like dating. We have a Queen of Cups. That's why I refuse to date people before I really find out who they are and get to know them for, like, be around them for a long time. Like, even after 6 months, I might be like, no, I need more time to get to know you. Maybe we're going to take it to a year of just talking. Or, like, just hanging out, talking, not dating, not, again, not, because when you start dating somebody, I feel like people think that they own each other. Like, they think that they really have a say over the person. But it's really, you have to respect people's boundaries, even in a connection. Like, you don't own them. The heck? Then we have the Seven of Swords and the Victory. The Queen of Cups and the Seven of Swords. Or the Six of Wands. I keep on saying this is the Victory card. I do see Victory. Victory did come out here. Let me see what this is talking about. The Seven of Swords and the Queen of Cups. kind of feel like the Queen of Cups here represents your energy. But I almost want to say it's like an energy that was passed down from your mother. I feel like maybe you and your mother are quite similar in the way that you love or the way that you show love in connections. I do feel like you are a lover. And again, I feel like you got it from your mother. And again, you just haven't, I feel like the Seven of Swords is really people knowing that or like feeling that off of you and kind of like using it against you as well. Whether it is consciously or subconsciously, it's like people know that you're gonna, But also, I feel like this is you. Like, I feel both. I feel like maybe the Seven of Swords is representing you as well in a way. Let me pull one more clarifier. What is this talking about? Seven of Swords is the Queen of Cups. I do see victory, so I do feel like you're gonna grow. Like, you are in a place of evolution. Or, like, if you decide to grow, then you very much will. You will get past this. It's really just like finding out what is going on wrong. Let me see what else comes out. We have the Ace of Wands. And the King of Wands. And the Ace of Pentacles. What I want to say is that you possibly jump into physical connection too early. Where like, again, it's like the pleasure, I feel like pleasure really distracts us from getting to know a human, from having time, because if you jump into it, like, yes, the physical connection is important, but if you jump into it way too early, people are gonna stop actually getting to know the human and really just fall into the pleasure. Because it feels good. That shit feels good. But it's also a distraction. Like, because instead of really finding out if you and a person are gonna work together, you guys just come together for the pleasure in a way. And like, it's almost like any red flag, any problem is kind of fixed with pleasure. Maybe you guys, like you're one of those people that like has physical connection after like an argument. Like, that's how you solve things. Which I was in that place like years ago as well. And you never really like talk things through because, again, everything gets solved with physical connection. And it almost feels like things get solved, but in a way, you guys, and the Seven of Swords, I feel like that is communication as well. It's like you never allow yourself to actually talk things through with these people. I really feel like you always solve it with physical connection, with that aspect of pleasure. And maybe that's where you're going wrong. We have the Ace of Pentacles, the Six of Swords here. It's really giving like the Ace of Pentacles is not talking about money for me here. It's giving somebody like a stable foundation. Like staying grounded, like staying connected in a way. especially mentally. Because I want to say the mental world is a lot louder than any of the physical world, especially for individuals. Like you are always in your mental world, and it's a lot louder than, because again, if you have an argument and then you fix it with physical pleasure, that mental world, that pain, the confusion still remains. Like, yes, it distracts you from it. Physical pleasure is gonna distract you, but it's not gonna make the problem go away. Whereas, like, it probably festers and gets louder and louder and louder. So I think that you're failing to maybe have good communication with these people. And I don't blame you. Like, I don't blame you. Physical connection feels good. Like, it's hard. It's easy to get lost in it. Oh, let's see. Sajan said, yeah, I'm not perfect. That I know. I accept that. But every relation I've had or been in, they have become too possessive. And I respect that. I know they care about me. I always try to find a middle ground. I wouldn't say that's caring about you, because if they cared about you, then they would respect the fact that you have boundaries and you would want, and you need your space. That would be respect. That would be somebody that truly has care and love for you as an individual, because not everybody needs space. Some people really do want to be in a relationship that is possessive. And there's somebody out here for you. Like, there is somebody that is going to truly be able to respect that about you and, like, accept that as who you are. And, like, fully, see you for who you are as an individual. I don't think being possessive is love at all. At all. It's more of control. Possessiveness is more of, like, having control over somebody, or, like, knowing that you have a say upon somebody. It's definitely not love. Let me tell you that right there. Because the first relationship that I got into, that they micromanaged everything about me. I had to do this, or they would say, I'm not going to love you. I'm not going to stay with you. But also, they were very possessive over me. Like, they didn't want anybody looking at me, but they needed, like, it's very toxic. Possessiveness does not mean that it's love at all. It's more like the opposite. It's like somebody, like, it's like, possessiveness is almost micromanaging, honestly. Let me see what else you said. Nothing yet? Okay. Oh, wait. Stan said we both are satisfied, but it never works. Don't know why. Are you talking satisfied in the physical connection? Like in pleasure? That's literally the last thing you should be thinking about in compatibility. Just because you're satisfied physically, that doesn't mean shit, dude. That doesn't mean shit. Honestly. I'm just gonna say that. Stallion said, oh, now I understand why my relationships never worked out. Did this really make sense to you? Like, honestly, did it make sense to you? And I do, like, the Six of Wands is out here, so I feel like you're going to be a lot more careful about, again, solving things with the physical aspect of a connection, like the physical connection. I feel like, you're going to figure out how to kind of, again, hold that back and really, like, communicate through the problems rather than solving it with the physical connection. I do see you having victory. Honestly, like, the next connection that you're gonna have, I feel like you're gonna get the opportunity to, again, kind of like, do things a little differently, and I feel like you're gonna succeed there. With the victory card out here, most definitely. especially regarding like people's emotions, like again, talking things through. Don't pass over communication. That is one of the most important aspects of having a healthy connection. Absolutely. You don't want because people's minds, mental worlds fester. Like that shit could get ugly fast if you don't take the time to have the person really explain how they're feeling or what they're going through. It's gonna fester. You really need to have good communication for things to work out. Like really be what's the word I'm looking for? Not in tune, but like up to date. Be really up to date with what people are thinking. And yeah, that's how I'm gonna say it. Be up to date with what your partner is thinking, what they're going through mentally. And it's like their feelings as well. Because if you don't, that shit is gonna fester. I can tell you that right now. Like, even if they're like, oh, it's not a big deal, it is a big deal. Whatever goes on in our internal world is a big deal, especially for feelers, especially for lovers. And again, I feel like a lot of the world hasn't got to that place where they can deal with this stuff on their own. It really does, like, good connections really require them being able to be honest about what they're thinking, how they're feeling, and also you being open to receive it, listen to it, and again, make sure that both of your mental worlds are okay before you jump into the physical connection or before you solve things with physical pleasure. Physical pleasure is always going to feel good, honestly. There's always going to be time for physical pleasure. Let's see. Oh, Stas, you said, I am kind of a guy who does what he likes. I don't listen to anyone when I want to do something. And then you also said, so that might be the reason why my exes were always angry. They couldn't control me. I tried understanding them, but at the end, I was like, you can say anything, but I will do as I like. I don't think they like that. Yeah, there is somebody that's going to be compatible for you. Somebody, because again, a lot of people are still living from a place of like, it's like, hold on, what was I gonna say? Maybe like jealousy or not even that. What I want to say is like, there is somebody that is gonna feel confident enough to have you do your stuff and be able to respect that you are a free spirit in a way. Like, they're not gonna be offended by that. There is somebody out here for you. I know that for a fact. I know that for a fact. But really, people still need time to heal and kind of like step out of toxic traits. But some people really do need that reassurance. Like, that's going to be a part of some people forever. Like, some people really need their partner to kind of respect their opinion in situations as well. But too much of it, that is also toxic. That is also toxic. Because people should be able to be who they are without offending their partner. Like, I think that's extremely toxic. And that's where, again, incompatibility. If somebody isn't allowed to, isn't capable of accepting you for who you are, your likes, your wants, your desires, then they're probably just not for you. You maybe try to like express that at the very beginning of your next connection. Be like, hey, so in past connections this happened. I just want to know if you're gonna be okay if I do this, that, and the third. Like, is that something that you're gonna be fine with? Like, really put it out on the table before you get into the connection. Because there is somebody that's gonna be like, duh, what are you talking about? That, duh, this is totally fine with me. I have no problem with that. Again, there's somebody for everybody. Somebody for everybody. Even the haters that come in here, there's somebody to love them. It's just not me. It's definitely not me. I don't have that. You don't have to give anybody love. And you guys are not getting love from me. Not the haters. I'm just kicking you. That's it. I'm not going to be the one that loves you. But there is love that exists for you. There's somebody out here that can deal with you. Yeah, I bet so. Just not me. No, I think, let me read your comments, but I think that's where we're going to leave off your reading. Let's see, Stazi said, I've always been an open-minded person who loves to go out and have fun, not confined to a single place. I never even followed a girl in my life. I was too busy enjoying life. All my relationships were started from their side. You like your freedom, and I bet that there's somebody that's going to be able to respect that. Like, somebody that has enough going on in their life where your freedom is not going to be a threat to them. Like, there really are people out here, like, I'm flipping busy all day. I don't have no time to, like, I guess, like, the person that I'm talking to, like, they can do whatever they want. I don't got the time to, like, need to control what they're doing, jeez. Yes, perspectives are one thing, but that's incompatibility too at the same time. But I want people to be happy and do what they want to do. And if that's a threat to me, then that means that we're not compatible. That's just plain and simple. Plain and simple. Alrighty, Stazen. That's where I'm going to leave off your reading. Good luck on your next connection. I hope that you're gonna figure out good communication, and I hope that you find somebody that is gonna be able to respect your freedom and not be threatened by it. Because again, there's somebody out here that has so much going on in their life that they probably couldn't care less. Probably. And obviously, if again, like, I feel like if like somebody, like, because I feel like maybe these people are stemming from having low self-esteem, where they think maybe you're cheating on them, or like you're out with somebody else. But there's people out here that aren't threatened by that. Like, we're like, if you're gonna cheat on me, then I'm just gone. Bye. Like, we're not gonna be sitting here like worried that the person is choosing somebody else or out with somebody else. Like, there really are people out here like that. But I wasn't always like that. I definitely had to grow and evolve. I definitely was in a place of low self-worth at one time myself. You'll find somebody, I know that. Silent said, thank you for the reading. That was really helpful. Of course, thank you for letting me pry into your little personal bubble. I appreciate it. Alrighty, moving on to the next reading. We're going to do one more today. Whoa, that was like a whole hour? A whole 15 minutes for that reading? I'm surprised. Man said, do you smoke weed? I did, but I honestly stopped. I smoked it for like 6 years straight, but lately I stopped buying it. I don't even know what happened. I'm just not buying it anymore. I haven't smoked weed in like a few weeks now. I'm like, oh, what? How did this happen? I don't know. I just stopped. One day I was, honestly, I was struggling with money. And I didn't have money to go buy a cart, and then I stopped after that, and so now I'm not. I'm like, wait, so I was reliant on it for 6 years where I couldn't go a single day without it? What do you mean I haven't smoked it for 2 weeks already? What do you mean? I don't even have cravings? What do you mean? That's how I'm feeling right now. I haven't smoked in like 2 weeks. I don't know. I guess I'm just going sober, I suppose. I don't even know why it's happening, but it's happening. I don't mind. I'm saving money. That's for sure. My bank account is literally bills, food, grocery, bills, dog food, bills, gas money. At this point, that's my whole bank statement at the moment. Let's see. Is anybody from my list in here? Let's see, who is next? I am Maxis. I think we did your reading. I am Maxis. Hold on. I remember we did your reading. Were you on my list? I don't think so. Okay, let me see. Hello, everybody in here. Verlot said, I got lucky, so I'm set for life. For a connection. I'm happy for you. Honestly, good connections are tough to come by these days. Because everybody's so, like, just so focused on pleasure and, having somebody look good next to them, rather than actually getting to know if both of you guys are able to love each other the way that you need to be loved. Hello, Joseph. Cowboy, hello. Captain, welcome in, everybody. Typical. Let's see. NFG Jaquin, or Joaquin? Wait, are you on my list? I think you are. Do you want a reading? I put you on my list yesterday. Do you want one today? Or Verlot? Was Verlot on my list too? Hold on, let me check here a second. If you guys commented earlier, I'm sorry. I was very much focused in on the reading. And I don't see you on here. Hello, Typical. 1 second, hello. DeAndre, hello. Zara. Oh, Zara, you're on my reading too. You're way up here. Zara, you're up here. You want a reading? Are you still in here? Wait, I'm sorry. Who did I just ask? NFG, Joaquin, you're kind of new. You just got on the list recently, so I might do Zara's reading first. Sorry that I maybe gaslit you there. I was like, you want a reading? And now I'm like, oh, never mind. I'm sorry. Read history, hello. Down is getting deleted. Okay. You said, can you please tell me who my future husband is, Zara? Is that the type of reading you want? You want a love reading? Hold on. I am actually said, I just came to say hi, and see how you are, and tell you I love you. Aw, thanks. I appreciate your kind words there, kind human. Kind words from a kind human. Yeah, you bet so. Hello, Ultimate. Welcome in, everybody. Liam said, when UPS, would, pay hits, treat yourself to some... Yeah, but no, I have to. I'm probably gonna stick to flour. I much prefer flour over carts, but they stink. Flour stinks. I much prefer flour over that. It's so stinky. Why you gotta be so stinky, flour? I don't see, Zara commenting again. So, who else did I say? Joaquin? How do you pronounce that? Joaquin? Joaquin? Are you still in here? Hello, Miss B. Intergalactic. Hello, welcome in. I am actually said, I like flour. Yeah, it's the best. Oh, Zara, you are here. Let's get your reading started. Let me welcome and vice versa into your reading, and then we'll get going. This will be the last word for today, everybody. I gotta get to work after this. Tomorrow I have an interview at 8:45 a.m. So I'll let you guys know how it goes when we go live tomorrow. They might hate my car, they might love it. So probably depending on that. I don't know. We'll have to see. Source, I welcome and accept you into every cell of this reading for Zara. Sorry, morphed into a frog really fast. Let me restart. Source, I welcome and accept you into every cell of this reading for Zara. May you lead and guide the messages and let them know what you would like them to hear today. Thank you, and I very much appreciate it. Alrighty, let's get going. There's somebody for everybody. Yeah, you better believe it. You better believe it. There's somebody for everybody. Everybody just needs one human. Can you believe it? There's billions of us. We all just need one person. There's one person for me somewhere out here out of these billions of people. Zara said, who is my future husband? Okay, let's see. You're like, let's find out. Who is Zara's future husband? What do you have to tell us today? It's so funny. Who is Zara's future husband? Oh, we have the 9 of Pentacles and the 9 of Cups. Okay. Whoa, and then we have the Emperor on the bottom. I'm going to pull you one more set of cards before I say anything. Oh, you guys are a power couple. Whoever this is going to be, you guys are going to have different... Oh, actually, I'm going to start saying... And geez, before I pull a second. But you guys are going to have, like, completely different skill sets. I want to say you guys are going to be masters of different fields. But both of you guys are going to be extremely independent. As in independent, as in you're probably going to just be focused in on what's going on in your life when you meet. Like really focused in on your craft. I kind of want to say that you're probably more focused in on the physical aspect. That's very vague, but there's a lot of things in the physical aspect. But they're more focused in on the internal aspect, and or vice versa. So you're focused on the external world, or something in the external world. There's so many things out here, and they're more focused in on the internal world. But there's a lot of things with the internal world too. There's like education. There's all have to doing with the mind. So like education, maybe mental health, maybe studying. I can't think of anything else. But there's a lot that goes into that too. 9 of Pentacles. I think there's a lot more with that. Let me see. Let me pull you one more card. Another set of cards. I did just see the Tower coming out. So maybe you guys are gonna be like a comfort through hard times. You guys might meet, but we'll see. The High Priestess. So maybe that's confirmation. We have the Magician. And the 6 of Cups. The High Priestess and the Magician, huh? Whoa. Definitely power couple here. These are pretty, like, this is so cute. So, the High Priestess, I'm more thinking, like, again, being more intuitive, working with the internal world, being a master at the internal world. Whereas the Magician is more like making things happen within the physical realm. Having the ability to bring things kind of like make things work, or like bring things from thought process and be able to build them up within the physical realm. I don't know, you guys are gonna work really good together. Whether you feel like you are more master of the physical realm or the internal realm, just take it as it resonates. Who is gonna be your husband? You guys are gonna complement each other really well, because one of you guys is gonna be able to kind of like keep I want to say keep your guys' mental mindset, or like encourage you to keep moving forward and not give up in aspects of life, where the other one is gonna be able to always make sure that, again, maybe your finances are together, or maybe encourage the other that everything is going to work out with your financial world. Whereas one is going to be more focused of encouraging, again, positive thought thinking, maybe thinking well about yourself. And then the other one is going to be more encouraging that, maybe reminding the other person to like take care of their physical being, take care of their clothes, maybe like encourage the importance of taking care of your physical being. I feel like you guys are going to be the moon and the sun, where like your partner is going to be willing to dive deep with emotional states and mental states, and you're going to be willing to do the hard stuff within the physical realm. I kind of keep on repeating that, but you guys are really going to complement each other like a lot. Where one lacks like the skill sets, the other one is going to be like a master in those skill sets. Or they're going to thrive in them. So like it's like where one lacks, the other one thrives. I really love this. I'm going to pull some clarifiers. Hold on. We have the Emperor and Six of Cups on the bottom. With the High Priestess and the Magician. Again, I feel like you guys are not even going to need to like ask each other where you need help or what somebody needs help with. You guys are just going to see it. Like, I feel like you're not going to be like, hey, do you need help doing this? Like, you're just going to go and you're going to do it with the High Priestess. Like, I feel like you guys are just going to understand each other. You're going to get each other. Where, like, you're not going to need to even ask or, like, even maybe, like, communicate. You guys are just going to understand what needs to be done and go do it, especially with the Magician out here. Like, vice versa. Like, both parties, I feel like you guys are going to be very invested in... I don't even think, like, it's going to be difficult for you guys to make things work. I feel like it's just going to be, like, I don't feel like any sort of chaos within the connection at all. At all, honestly. They also might remind you, I don't know, maybe it's going to be of like a father figure or somebody that you looked up to in your childhood. Like, I kind of feel like maybe they're gonna be like, again, how we have like a childhood crush. They might be that kind of same energy with the Emperor, the Six of Cups out here. Let me see. I'm gonna pull some clarifiers. I really love this. You're gonna be in a really good connection. I wonder, like, if you're gonna, like, if this is gonna be the first connection that you decide to get into, or if you're gonna have to go through a few connections before you get into this one. I'm kind of curious. Let me see what comes out as clarifiers. Can we get a clarifier for the Nine of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups? What does this mean for Zareth? Oh, we have the Five of Wands, Eight of Pentacles. And can we get a clarifier for the High Priestess, the Magician, please? Oh, I see. We have the Empress. Oh, we had both the Empress and the Emperor come out. Again, like a power couple, like most definitely. First, let me say something about this really fast. The Five of Wands, again, because you guys are gonna be very skilled in different aspects of the world, kind of like the opposites, where it's like internal, external. It's very much the opposites of each other. You guys may like have arguments here and there, or you guys might bicker because of those differences, but also the Eight of Pentacles, it's like you're gonna have an understanding of it's almost like maybe like you are gonna remember this conversation, or like this reading for some reason, I'm saying. But it's like you guys are gonna understand your differences as well. Like, obviously you might get irritated a little bit, or you guys might find yourselves what do I exactly want to say here? And I almost feel like the Five of Wands is representing the beginning of the relationship, where like it's gonna take some time for you guys to get used to your differences. Like, yes, you guys are gonna work well together, but it's like once you kind of, and we had the Eight of Pentacles as well clarifying this, you guys will work through it. But again, not all connections are perfect, and it takes both parties working together to establish like a good foundation within any connection. So I do feel like maybe in the beginning it is going to take some work for you guys to get used to each other's differences, like get used to like the patterns, like the things that you guys are not so good at. Like, it might irritate you guys at the beginning, but then like obviously getting to know somebody, you're like, is this worth it for me? Like, geez, they always keep doing this, they never do this aspect. Like, yes, they know I'm good at it, but it's like, are they expecting me to do it all the time? It's kind of like you guys are gonna have to find yourselves really committing to each other before things start to go smoothly, before like you guys it's like kind of putting the puzzle piece together, where it's like it's kind of like it's gonna be like this, where it's like, yeah, it's kind of not you guys aren't gonna know exactly how to put the puzzle together at first. I want to say you might like again butt heads a little bit, but once you put the two puzzles together, I feel like, again, power couple. The Empress is out here. We had the Emperor out here twice. Getting used to each other's differences. But once you guys commit, once you guys both decide that, hey, yeah, I definitely want to be around this person, or like this is worth it for me to like put in my energy, put in the time, almost like put in my appreciation. Like, I feel like both of you are not going to want to overextend your love, just to make sure like that the person is worthy of it. But once you guys settle down, once you guys decide that you want to commit, you're just gonna want to do these things for the other person. Just because it's kind of like again, it's your skill set. It's what you're good at. So it's really going to be deciding that the person is worth it. It's worth your you putting in your time and energy to do the things for them. I'm kind of talking a lot. Hold on, let me read your comments really fast if you were saying anything. We're reading for Zarva right now. They said, who is their future husband? It's kind of a fun reading. I really feel like they're gonna be a power couple for real. Once they figure out their differences and decide that they're worth it, or that the connection is worth it for both of them. And after that, I really feel like you guys are gonna work very well together. Let's see. Zara said exactly yin and yang. That's exactly what I feel. It's like the moon and the sun here. It's like you guys have different skill sets. Like you guys are both masters at something, but it's very different. I really love that. Zara said, I don't know why I'm feeling emotional right now with. And then you said, can you tell me if I know him yet or how we will meet? What will be his profession? I can pull a card for that. Hold on, let me see if you said anything else. I kept on talking a lot. I apologize. I kind of zoomed in and didn't read your comment. I will pull, let me read the rest of them and then I'll go back to that question. Zara said, I lost my father in childhood. I'm so sorry to hear that. I really do feel like maybe they're gonna remind you somehow of them. Or like maybe the stability that you remember from, or like the energy, like again, the stability that your father did give you. I feel like you're gonna feel that same like home feeling or that same stability coming off of this partner. Zara said, well, Emperor and Empress energy on facts. Like I'm impressed. I'm really happy for you if this is gonna resonate. Let's see. The question again. Okay, let me answer that. Let me put these cards back really fast. You said, can you tell me if I know him yet or how we will meet? Let me ask for that specific question. Oh, this is fun. I wonder what's gonna come out. Does Zara know this person yet, or and how will they meet if they don't? Does Zara know this person yet, and how will they meet if they don't know each other? Let's see here what comes out. Oh, this card. I wonder what it is. Is it the Magician? Oh no, it's the Strength. Do you know them yet? Oop. What's on the bottom? The Nine of Cups? What the heck? Why is this? Why did it come out like this again? I did shuffle it. You guys heard it. So this is for, do you know them yet? I almost want to say, maybe you do. Can I pull one more card? Does Zara know this person? Whoa, this card? The Page of Cups. What's on the bottom? The Four of Pentacles. Do you know this person yet? Honestly, I want to say no, because it almost seems like they have not gotten to the Nine of Cups yet. With the Page of Cups clarifying it, I feel like they are still trying to figure out their life. The Nine of Cups talks about going through a lot of things, especially internally, emotionally, feeling-wise. And with the Strength and the Page of Cups here, I feel like they are still going through the tough things in their life to then be able to get to the Nine of Cups, be able to find the fulfillment. I feel like they, again, maybe they're even struggling financially right now or something. I just got really bad pain in my heart, so I do feel like they are still going through the process of becoming strong emotionally, becoming a strong individual, especially mentally. So I don't think that you know them yet. I feel a lot of pain in my heart. I feel like they're definitely still going through a lot of hardships in their life right now. And then your next one was, what will their profession be? I really feel like it's going to be in the mental health field or something that has to do with our mental state. Whether it's like somehow guiding people through their internal world. I really do feel like that's going to be their profession. Because again, that's exactly what they're going through right now. Is like internal hardships that they're working through. They're trying to like and again, it's not easy for them. Like when you meet them, they're gonna be very put together. They're gonna be a master at this. But it definitely, it's gonna take them some struggle, some time. Geez, I'm feeling lots of pain in my heart. Like it's not gonna be easy for them to get to the place of when you're gonna meet them. And that's exactly why they're going to go into the profession of helping others. It's definitely going to be helping others get through hardships in whatever way, shape, or form. Whether it's like being a teacher where like you help people gain knowledge and like kind of struggle through finding that like mental clarity, mental knowledge, and or it's again like somewhere in the mental field or mental health field, and or something having to do with the mind. I know that I'm missing a lot of professions that have to do with that. Maybe also again just like attaining fulfillment, attaining joy, getting yourself to a place where like you are okay, especially internally. I feel like they're definitely going to be guiding people and or helping people in that aspect. Because this card came out a lot, and we have the Page of Cups, so that's a lot of confirmation for me. And also it might be a field where they're not making much money. The Four of Pentacles, again, which because they're more focused on helping others rather than getting money from whatever job they're doing. And again, whereas I think maybe you're gonna go more for like you are very skilled in creating within the physical world. I think that you are probably going to have a job that is going to be, you're probably going to make a lot more money than them. I'm just going to say that because I feel like you're going to be working in a field that just compensates you more, where like you have the capability of going for a job that like I feel like you're probably pretty intelligent. You probably I don't know if you like are pretty good at like education or like learning. Like I feel like maybe school wasn't so difficult for you or isn't difficult for you. I feel like you thrive in like higher level skill jobs in a way. I don't know. You I don't know. Something about you definitely having a higher paying job than this person, which is not going to bug them, and I don't think it's going to bug you either, because the connection is honestly going to be helpful and compatible for the both of you. I don't think you guys are really going to, obviously it might take you guys, again, it's going to take you guys some time to get used to each other, get used to like your skills, but also the things that you guys are bad at. where like maybe you have a hard time connecting to people on a more emotional level, or like understanding what people are going in through in their internal world. You more like maybe base it off of how people present themselves on the outside, because that's your skill set. I feel like you're really good at taking care of your physical appearance, and it's probably pretty important to you. Or just like having your like environment be put together, where like maybe they're gonna struggle with that. Maybe like they kind of have like a little bit of a messy environment, which that's gonna be like, like, are you joking me? You left that out again. Are you joking me? But you're gonna get to a place where you're like, oh, whoa, like they're very skilled at this aspect that I have no skills in. And you're kind of gonna, both of you guys, like where you may not understand mental worlds, emotion worlds as much, like, and that might irritate them about you and be like, are you joking me? You didn't even get to know how I was feeling in this situation. Are you kidding? Where you guys are gonna get to a point where you're like, that doesn't even bug me anymore. I'm grateful that you have these skill sets and we can work through the hardships together. Whoa, I really love this reading for you, Zara. I hope this happens sooner than later, but I do feel like it's gonna take some time. Let me pull one more card for what their profession will be, if we get anything else. Because I didn't actually pull cards, but I feel like because the Nine of Cups, the Page of Cups, and the Strength, it does talk about somebody getting, like, being very masterful and, having to go through things where they, like, learn from them, which makes them a master at, again, being very internally fulfilled and not letting, like, the physical world sway them. They're going to be I think they're going to be very headstrong when you meet them as well. But also know how to, like, I feel like very intuitive. Like, they very much know how to get to know somebody's internal world. Let me see. I'm going to pull one more card for what their profession will be. If we get another water card, it's definitely going to be working with guiding people through their internal worlds. Well, we have the Ace of Wands and the Five of Pentacles. Oh. Am I even like, again, it has something to do with people feeling okay. I'm gonna say that was definitely, I'm still feeling that. Like guiding people through some sort of process to make sure that their internal world is okay. But it might honestly have something to do with finances. Maybe like somebody just offered a job, but I decided not to take it. It didn't feel right for me. But the job was to help people with disabilities find the financial help that they need, or like maybe work with insurance, where like you're like kind of guiding people to a place where they feel okay, like they're not stressed out, like being there to help others, especially find stability within their internal realm. There's lots of jobs, but it might it might be interconnected with the physical world, like making sure that their physical world is at a place of stability, which then leads to internal stability. But I want to say the reason that they're in this job is because they know that they're helping people find peace in their internal world. Like this person really cares about helping people find fulfillment within their internal world. They're going to be very passionate about it too. Whatever job that they're going to be in, they're going to be extremely passionate about it. They might come home and tell you everything about what happened at work. I really feel that. But again, I also want to say that it's probably not going to pay as much. So be prepared for that. It's like they're more in this profession to because they're helping others rather than how much money they're going to be getting. Okay, let's see if you have any more comments, but I think that's where we might leave it off. I am Maxie said, Zara, I pray you find him. Amen. Me too, honestly. This sounds, honestly, I really hope that you don't have any bad experiences before you find this person. I really hope that your life just takes you straight to this person. I kind of am wondering. Zara said there is a lot of pain in my heart, and I am, oops, sorry. Let me turn that down. I forgot. And you said, I am really emotionally unstable right now. I think this card is describing me. Aww. I'm sorry, Zara. They're definitely going to bring you stability, like a emotional stability as well, though. So maybe this is describing your being, too. Where, like, they're going to give you internal strength. Like, you might be this Page of Cups where, again, you're not really sure how to deal with emotions. You're not really sure what step to take or what to do. Where, like, they're gonna bring you, like, the stability that you need. That you're kind of, like, unsure of what to do with. I really feel like they're gonna, like, help you through that as well. I really love this for you, boy. Zara said, if he is a person who helps others, then I will be proud of him. And then you said you are awesome, boogers. Thank you for your precious time. Thank you, Zara, for your kind words. And thank you for letting me pry into your little personal bubble. I really do appreciate it. That was a fun reading. And I really do hope that you find this person, honestly. Power couple on facts. The Empress and the Emperor out here. Are you joking me? Are you joking me? You guys are gonna work well together. Well, once you, again, don't, just be prepared that it might take some getting used to. Don't run right away. Like, make sure that you work through things with this person before you're like, not for me. Like, give yourself some time to maybe communicate, work through things before you, again, run away. It might take you some time getting used to them. Just because you guys are going to be, like, night and day. Like, you guys are going to be quite different humans, I want to say. Quite different. With different skill sets, but also going to work well together once you figure it out. Alrighty, everybody. Let's see. You said, is he a lawyer or law field related field? Oh, let me see. I'll answer that before we go. But that's probably going to be the last thing that I answer because I need to run to the restroom, honestly. Oh, the cards do not want to come out. They're not coming out of the box. Come on, get out here. Thank you. Appreciate it. Well, let me answer that really fast. Is he a lawyer or law-related field? Ooh, what kind of card would come out where I would be like, that's law? Maybe air signs? Or maybe justice. The justice or maybe judgment? Let's see. Maybe the Hierophant. Let's see what comes out. I'm kind of interested. Is he a lawyer or law-related field? Ooh, that would be a good one, honestly. Relating to people's internal worlds and kind of like guiding them through finding peace. And we have the Magician and the Five of Swords. The Magician, huh? The Five of Swords. Honestly, it could, like, honestly, there is a possibility that it would be somewhere in that field. Because again, it's like being able to resolve conflict. The magician is somebody that is able to, like, make things happen, but and describing the Five of Swords, like, conflict and being able to move through conflict. So honestly, that's a possibility. The Six of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles. I'm not gonna rule that out. I'm honestly not gonna rule out the possibility of that. And maybe just if you keep that belief, maybe they'll feel that energy, because again, energy, kind of like how the radio travels through energy fields. We don't see the highways that the radio energy is traveling through, but they definitely exist out here. Or like my phone, all you guys are connecting by a highway or by a freeway of energy. So if you send out that support, maybe the universe is gonna connect you to the person, and like they'll feel that encouragement to go through towards something that maybe they haven't even imagined themselves being capable of doing. Because we all have antennas. We all have antennas here. And we all pick up on energy, most definitely. Like, we're all, like, we all have, freeways of energy flowing through here. Just how our phone has an antenna, and we're all connecting through the freeways of energy. But we don't see them. Just because we don't see them doesn't mean they don't exist. I think that's where I'm going to leave it off, Zara. I really do need to run to the restroom now. Zara, Navigator said, she said he struggles with finances, so he's not a lawyer, but maybe he hired a lawyer for settlement claims or something. Yeah, I did say that, but then we also have the Six of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, so I'm like, you know, that... Like, I'm not going to rule it out, but also I do kind of, like, feel like it's going to be more helping. It might have something to do with money, but again, I feel like, I'm not sure. Maybe I was, again, how I was saying, maybe they never even believed that was a possibility for them, but if you keep on, like, believing in them and sending that energy out, maybe they're just gonna, like, take a step in that direction. Or, like, even, like, start to believe that would be a possibility for them. Nah. Because, again, we do have the Five of Swords and the Magician. So, that very much is, like, again, helping people through some sort of chaos. I will say, because a lawyer does help people through chaos. So I definitely will say that it's going to be helping people through chaos, but I'm just not quite sure what kind. And we didn't get the Justice, which would be like a absolute yes for me. But it's going to be something along the lines of helping people through chaos. Most definitely. Hello, Boulevard. You said notice me, please. Hi, Boulevard. Welcome in here. We are leaving today already. I need to go use the restroom, everybody. I need to go do that real fast. Let's see here. Hello, Chris. Welcome in. Obries. Hello. Welcome in here. You said been a long time watcher. Aw, I appreciate you taking the time to comment and having the bravery to comment. Honestly, it takes bravery to comment. Navigator said energy is shifting. Honestly, I agree. Energy is shifting. It can always, like, I actually, this last full moon, I made myself a new affirmation that has to do with money. Which I always kind of struggled accepting that I will be able to make larger amounts of money. But with this last full moon, I made myself a new affirmation that has everything to do with finances. And here we are, already stepping into a new job or having an interview. So very much it is shifting. Like, people I feel like maybe are the ones that didn't think that they would be capable of making so much money are starting to realize that maybe they are just as capable as everybody else. So honestly, maybe they're very much in alignment with the type of energy that I'm going through as well. It's always a possibility. Always a possibility. Alrighty, everybody. I'll see you guys all tomorrow. I have an interview at 8:45 a.m. So I will tell you guys all how it goes afterwards. Fingers crossed it goes good. But we will, like, if I get the job, my schedule is gonna shift around quite a bit. I'm gonna be working from 8 a.m. to like 5 p.m. if not a little later. So we're gonna have to have evening lives. I might have to set up some lights in here once it reaches the end of summer. But we'll see. We'll figure this all out. One day at a time. Honestly, one step at a time is how you do it. But alrighty, everybody. Ryan said, do morning lives? Yeah, right. I'm not getting up at 5 a.m. to do a live. That's not happening. I already have to get early to go to that job. Or if I get hired, I'm going to already have to wake up early. I struggle. I'm not a morning person. I like to sleep in. That's me. So you're not going to be seeing me any earlier than this. I already struggle getting here at 11 a.m. You think I'm going to get here at 6 a.m.? Definitely not. Not happening anytime soon. But who knows? I'm not smoking weed anymore, so who knows? Crazy things are happening. Alrighty, everybody. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks everybody that stopped by. Thanks everybody.